It's been an eventful 12 months, and in our 120th year, we've achieved so much for school leaders. Our education funding campaign shone a light on the funding situation in our schools, resulting in 750,000 people citing school funding as the leading issue when choosing who to vote for in the 2017 general election. And we continue to raise awareness of the funding crisis by hosting a parliamentary debate, running regional meetings, lobbying Parliament alongside other teaching unions, with hundreds of teachers addressing their MPs directly. Our activity secured £1.3 billion of additional school funding over 2 years, as well as a national funding formula and a new formula for high needs. We provided the government with a credible and alternative vision to primary assessment, and one significant improvement for our members. Our negotiations with the STA saw schools gain access to training materials used for moderating Key Stages 1 and 2 teacher assessment, and also secured a concession on changes to the criteria for Key Stage 2 successful marking reviews. Meanwhile, our work with the DfE saw us gain a commitment that intervention on schools causing concern would not be triggered by any single piece of data, as well as an improved methodology to calculate the progress of children working below the standard of statutory assessments. Our hard work has continued to drive for better pay, where we secured Treasury agreement to reconsider the public sector 1% pay cap for teachers and school leaders. And we joined forces with other teaching unions to push for a 5% pay claim for September 2019. While in Northern Ireland, we pressured the Education Authority to deliver previously withheld pay increments for newly appointed school leaders. NAHT continues to campaign for the welfare of our children. Over the past year, we contributed directly to the government's guidance on peer-on-peer and sexual violence, a key issue that will continue to be reviewed, while we also ensured the teaching of relationships and sex education becomes compulsory for all pupils from September 2019. In the wake of the Grenfell Tower tragedy, we convinced the DfE to drop plans to weaken statutory guidance on fire safety, and help develop joint guidance for school leaders and health and safety representatives. In the key area of mental health, we influenced the government's view on supporting children's mental well-being, ensuring that specialist actions such as therapeutic support and intervention should not be offloaded onto schools. Meanwhile, our evidence spurred the Welsh Assembly to begin dialogue between school leaders and various bodies on the issue of children's mental health in Wales. Our work for members and pupils is overarched by an ongoing drive to make our schools a more inspiring place to work. We've helped shape the DfE's plans to better support new and recently qualified teachers, while also producing groundbreaking advice to support LGBT+ staff in the workplace. Elsewhere, our evidence-based opposition to selective education led the government to drop its plans to extend grammar school provision. And we secured new powers for the removal of elected governors whose failures are shown to impede the school management. Despite all we've achieved, we'll never rest on our laurels. We are committed to deliver nothing less than a 5-star support for our members. Here are just some of the ways we've delivered on that in the past 12 months. And how we've continued to support our members both individually and as a whole. NAHT, the School Leaders Union, working with our members to make education better.